Okay. Recording has begun. So I'm just going to announce to the recording, not that I think anyone is going to be watching this except us, that I think we're going to be down Exis, unless Exis just randomly appears, in which case I'll include them in the thing we're going to be doing. Where we left off, you were kind of inspecting this statue of Garrison, Lionheart, and I think the statue would have the label, and I think it was Maestro. And I think as you are inspecting this statue, there is kind of an orange glow that begins to emanate from it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think Exis is ducking out. That's fine. There's an orange glow that begins to emanate from it. And in a flash, you are blinded.
Temporary blinded me.
Yay! A flashbang goes off. Just and almost immediately, even before you regain your sight, you can tell that something has changed. Because you are very cold. All of a sudden, you are very cold. And as your sight returns, you realize that you are standing in a snowy field. And Garrison, you are significantly younger.
Am I pretty? I know I'm pretty.
Look,
I designed him. I designed him at work today.
Garrison's always pretty. But Garrison is... I mean, I think you would know, Garrison, that you are approximately 25 years younger. Because I think, looking around, you kind of realize where you are and what you are doing. Although you are a little confused by the presence of Barry.
Barry is a little confused as well.
Yeah, Barry is confused about his presence. I debated having Barry look like his uncle, but seeing as his uncle wasn't here, I think Barry just looks like Barry. And I think we're just gonna roll with that. Whatever magic is taking place here does not care that much about continuity. And the two of you notice, not too far away, familiar people. One more familiar than the other. You see Lionheart, who is kind of standing on a hill, kind of scouting the terrain, and then next to him, just kind of fiddling away, is Maestro. Just kind of providing musical accompaniment to the not a whole hell of a lot that is happening right now.
Yeah, when you said playing something, I thought of the tune from The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Probably something he would play. It would lack context in this setting, but I could definitely see him just playing I could see him playing either the Devil's version or Johnny's version.
I'm thinking Johnny's, because
Yeah.
The Devil's was the first one to play, but I think I think he would play Johnny's.
Yeah, he's probably playing Johnny's half of the song. And Lionheart kind of looks down the hill, and sees the two of you and motions for you to head up.
Alright.
Yeah, Barry, very confused, is heading up.
Barry's not going to question any of this, I guess.
Listen, Barry is beyond questioning at this point.
Fair.
You know, I mean, I've been to hell.
Yeah.
I've tried to intimidate death itself.
Yeah.
You know, not much is really shaking Barry anymore at this point. He's just kind of like, this is where I am now. Fuck it.
Yeah. This is what
Alright, this is happening? Yeah, I also make my way up the mountain.
Alright. As you head up, you are kind of taken aback by what you see. Garrison, it's more just you didn't think you would ever see this sight again, and Barry is just seeing it for the first time. You see the remains of a village that has been burnt to the ground. It is a grisly sight. There are just charred houses and remains, and I think Barry, give me a perception roll, just for your shits and giggles.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm having trouble with my app, and it's taking a hot second.
No worries.
Come on, damn it. Open!
Open, damn you.
Open sesame. Really? It's really just pissing me off now. Oh, there it goes. Kind of.
Just over here consuming my caffeinated apple juice.
That sounds yummy.
It's pretty good.
Is it the monster flavor?
Yeah, it's the bad apple monster.
Oh, I love that so much. My gas station by my house always has them in stock.
Oh, you lucky bitch. I can't get them. That no one around us ever has them. My store had them in stock, and I bought all of them. Let's give them to me. Oh,
Mine?
Mine. Any luck there, Padre?
It's slowly happening.
Okay. just trying to gauge what's going on. Not trying to rush.
I'm sorry, it's just I didn't open it. Yeah, I didn't open it originally. I thought because the laptop has been acting, great lately, and it just wanted to, piss me off today.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I have been running great, so now I'm just going to piss you off. And you said perception, yes?
Correct.
I should have known that. Yeah, I got a 5.
Alright. You see skeletons. There are burnt skeletons down there. That is about all you can really piece together. You do see there are some people alive. Not many, but some. Who it occurs to me render this perception check moot. But we'll get to that in a moment. Lionheart does point out these survivors and says we should head down and make sure they're all right. Maybe they can tell us where the thing went.
Great idea.
Barry looks at Lionheart and says, "Nobody's going to address what's going on here."
I think Lionheart kind of looks at you and like blinks a couple times, as if he's like trying to process something. I think he just after a moment he just says, "No, I don't remember asking you to tag along, but I mean you're here, so may as well help out."
Sure.
And Maestro stops fiddling, and kind of as Lionheart walks away toward that crowd, Maestro stops and turns and looks at you. And I should actually hold on. Let me pull up Maestro here. I think the easiest way to do this is to just find him right from the messages I sent you. No, that was
Yeah,
my
you
thought.
posted it the other day.
Did I? Did I?
Yeah, I think so.
Did what?
I didn't.
What?
Posted Maestro.
I didn't remember posting.
Doesn't he have like an accordion or something?
No, hold on.
Oh,
Accordion is
okay.
crazy.
I don't. Listen, I yeah. Don't talk to me about reality because it's fading quick.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Let me just pull them up here. I'm not gonna do the. Well, no, I'll do the whole. Give me a second. I'll do my normal multiple perspective thing. My phone got an update, which annoys me. Which before I could just screenshot and then move on. I could immediately do the next screenshot. But now, whenever I do a screenshot, it does a like. It forces me to like hit a check mark to be like, yeah, this is what I wanted. This is like I'm trying to take multiple screenshots in quick succession. Can we not? Can you not hold me up like this?
Can we not piss me off? God damn it!
Okay, I posted him to people. I will add more to his blurb later, but that's just what I'm putting for now. So now you have an idea of what he looks like. He kind of looks you up and down, Barry. And kind of looks around in general, like he's sort of he's just kind of taking it all in. And after a bit, he looks at you and says, "You don't belong here, do you?"
Barry looks at him and says, "Yeah, that's what I said."
Interesting. Well, best not to question it.
Sure.
He offers you his hand. He says, "I'm Maestro. Nice to meet you."
Barry introduces himself as Barry.
Yep. Ah, good. Did you refuse to buy into the hero thing, or did you pick the name Barry?
No, that's my name.
Okay.
my last name is Hammer, but now I have to use this sword.
He chuckles and he says, "Technically, my name is Musica, but Maestro is what people tend to go Um, and he looks down the hill and says, "Oh, well, better try and catch up with him." And he just sort of hops a little bit and skids down the hill on his shoes while going, "Whee!"
Does he have Heelys?
No, but if those existed, he would. I think he's just wearing fancy boots. But yeah, he just sort of like wee down the hill. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Yes.
As you head down the hill, you see a group of Dragonborn who are not really common back in Contriva. In fact, Barry, you have only met two, and they are siblings, Thunder and Lightning. And Dylan. I forgot Dylan.
Dylan.
Do either of them look like Thunder and or Lightning?
It's funny you say that. Because you're kind of like, I think you have that thought, and you skim the crowd. And what you see is a teenage Dragonborn. Not even teenage, I think a bit young for a teenager. Who
a tween?
kind of a tween who kind of resembles Thunder, holding a very young infant.
Can I kick him?
No!
Are you going to be the origin story for him growing up to be a dick? Are you going to make this a self-fulfilling prophecy?
Maybe.
You actually see him walking kind of away from this group. Who, most of the people here do not look like, what's the nice way of putting this? They don't look like they're gonna last long. It is mostly elders. And the few sort of younger people who seem to have survived have sustained pretty grisly injuries.
Okay. Good.
And Lionheart is kind of talking with one of them, an older man, who gestures towards this sort of ominous black structure in the distance. It's very... What's the best way to describe it? It's very square. It's very smooth and square with these kind of almost like spikes jutting out of it in symmetrical patterns. He gestures towards that, and I think Barry, both of you see it. But Barry, I think you are kind of taken aback by it. You see in the distance a shape flying in the sky. You see what appears to be a dragon.
Awesome. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you said in your, in our mythos that dragons do not exist anymore.
Correct. The last dragon was supposedly killed, as far as Barry knows, by Lionheart.
Aha.
Lionheart supposedly killed the last dragon.
Okay.
You see this thing. It doesn't look like it is coming in your direction. It just kind of looks like it is orbiting this structure for a moment before it seems to settle back onto the ground, out of sight. And the elder kind of looks at the rest of you and says, "You aren't going to try and fight this thing, are you?"
Chance?
Barry just kind of now. Do I need to do like a history check to see if I'm smart enough to realize that this is more than likely the dragon that Lionheart is going to kill?
No, I don't think I would make you make a check for that. If that is a realization that you, as a player, have come to, I think Barry would also.
Okay.
Would also come to it.
Barry looks at him and says, "I don't think we have much of a choice." I think it's going to happen whether we want it to or not.
Maestro, who is just kind of looking around at the carnage, kind of somberly, just says, "That's what we said we were here to do, so we're going to. Believe it or not." And Pridefall, why do I keep doing that? Lionheart. Pridefall has only appeared like 3 times, and suddenly and somehow, Lionheart kind of puts a hand on the elder's shoulder and says, "Gonna do all we can." And I think he just starts making his way towards that structure. Maestro seems hesitant to just leave these people here, though. He's kind of looking around, sort of unsure of what, if anything, he could even do. He sort of rummages around in his pockets for a while, and then eventually takes out. You know what? This is amusing. I think he takes out a couple Popcats. We'll just canonically say that this party also had access to QuestBot.
Why not?
And I think he hands them out to the worse off looking villagers and says, "Drink these. It's going to hurt." It's very, very, very bubbly, but it'll help. And I think he plays a sort of uplifting tune on his violin, and you see the crowd kind of perk up just a bit, as if he has sort of uplifted them in some way. And he says, "I wish I could do more, but when all this is over, I promise we'll come back and we'll help you get things set back up." And the elder sort of clasps his hands on Maestro's and says, Thank you so much. And Maestro nods, and I think he sort of starts like hop running through the snow to try and catch up to Lionheart. I hope you can imagine what I'm describing there, because I have a very vivid image in my head of someone just like sort of hopping through the snow, like one leg at a time.
The song that I personally imagine that Maestro is playing is not the song that you would imagine Maestro would be playing, but I have a very sick, twisted sense of humor, as you know. There is a group that I enjoy listening to because I'm an old bastard. They're called the Old Dogs.
Okay.
And they have a song that, just so you know, I am insisting be played at my funeral. It is called "Still Gonna Die," and it is a very uplifting. Sorry, not uplifting. It is a very upbeat song. It's like, you can quit smoking, but you're still gonna die. Cut out coking, but you're still gonna die. Eliminate everything fatty and fried, and you're getting real healthy, but you're still gonna die.
I feel like you've played this for me. This sounds familiar.
I'm sure I have. It's one of my all-time favorites. But that's what I hear him playing. No lyrics, just the tune. It's very uplifting. They just don't know what it says.
Yeah. No, I don't think. Look, maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe he's thinking of the dragon when he plays it. Who knows? I will say, as he is hopping along, he is actually playing a tune, which I'm gonna see. This recording's gonna be weird because now I've got my YouTube open on it. I'm looking to see if I liked a video, and if I didn't, then I'll just have to hunt it down. I'll have to hunt it down later. I don't like they changed how the like UI for YouTube worked at some point, and I don't like it.
You can go through your watch history.
No, I haven't watched it recently. I did. And Dad will like this because this is a band that he likes. What's that? You don't have to listen to this right now, but this is... What in the hell? Hold on. No, that's not right. That's just a bunch of gobbledygook. Why did that work that way?
Yo. That's what I see in my brain.
Programmed to let us enjoy them at the level of challenging we choose.
Silence. Not you guys. I clicked on...
Nah.
I clicked on a video, and I was trying to open my liked videos, and I started a video. Okay. So what did I do wrong here? Share. Oh, I see what I did. I copied like an embedded link. Okay, that's Maestro, as you all kind of traipse through the snow, is just sort of playing this. Not for any particular reason, he just seems to like it. You do kind of feel sort of buffed by it, though. So you can add this, or I can just remind you later. You do receive bardic inspiration.
Okay.
From playing.
Quick question. I'm still on 18 health. Am I allowed to fix that?
Oh, yes, fix that. You are. You are in a flashback, so you would not have. It's not even a flashback. A weird sort of memory vision. You would not have your injuries.
Okay. Is it okay if I just take a short rest, or...
Take a long rest.
Oh, banger. Okay.
I think Lionheart and Maestro would have commented on the fact that you look like you've been beaten to shit. It's like, we haven't even fought the dragon. What the fuck happened to you?
I got hit by a truck.
Yeah, he got hit by a mountain of meat named
We just
Thunder.
beat the shit out of that little kid holding the baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
No context.
Also, I hope you know that if you had killed him, then I would have gone out of my way to force you to interact with young Thunder and make you feel bad.
That would imply that you could make me feel bad about killing Thunder.
Yeah, well. This is a fair point. But yeah, as you head through the snow, I think Lionheart...
I am resistant to therapy.
I see. Lionheart starts... Oh, it wouldn't have been therapy, it would have just been a straight-up guilt trip. There's no positive intentions going on there. I would have just been being a dick. As you are traipsing through the snow, Lionheart starts to speak, and he says, "Alright, just a reminder for everyone around. This dragon has been rampaging across the countryside for some time now. It's become bad enough that they've sought the help of the guild, which is rare. So we have to make a good impression here. Besides, no one's seen the dragon in some time." Oh. Owie.
You okay?
Yeah, no, I dropped something he was bending over. Maestro kind of stops his playing and looks up at this ominous structure that is getting closer as your trek continues. He says, "What even is this place?" And you all just kind of stop for a moment to once again sort of look it over, and it is, for lack of a better word, it is an alien structure. It does not look like anything you are familiar with.
Is it a Borg ship?
No, it is not a Borg ship. I think those are perfect squares, to my understanding. This is covered in sort of accents and sort of stylistic additions. Whoever made this had some flair.
Okay.
But as you approach it, you do see a plume of black smoke kind of rise from its center. And you can tell as you get closer that this place actually seems to have suffered some level of damage. From a distance, you couldn't really tell because it was a black structure. But as you get closer, you can see there are holes in various walls and chunks missing from it. It looks like this place was attacked at some point. Possibly by the dragon, who knows? But you do see a pillar of black smoke kind of rising from the center of the structure. approach, you actually start to see figures moving out of the snow towards you, and as they approach, you hear this kind of horrible, like, like squeaking, squealing noises coming from them as they approach.
Ew.
Like unoiled metal doors. And as they get closer, you kind of recognize them. Barry, you have seen one of them before. I don't think you've seen more than one. They kind of resemble Goliath. These, like, relatively large metal men with kind of animalistic heads. Or more insectoid, but kind of insectoid heads. They're armed with these fairly large double-ended swords, and they appear to be approaching with hostile intent. And as soon as Lionheart and Maestro see them stalking out of the snow, Maestro draws a short sword, and Lionheart takes up a combat position.
Before we roll, can I go to the bathroom?
Yes.
Glorious. I will be right back.
Alright, that gives me time to set up a combat. I don't want to go to work.
Say that again?
I said I don't want to go to work. I know, it's been with the snow and everything going on, it's been a headache lately. It's like, I came in last night and the carpet they have set up in front of the front door was so soaked with water that just stepping on it, there was just like a squelching noise.
Huh?
And I kept watching people like try and like dry their feet off on the carpet, and I really wanted to just tell them like, don't even bother. You're just gonna make it worse. And at one point, I had the idea, what if I take this thing outside and hang it up to dry, and then I watched it freeze.
Mm-hmm.
I just like, well...
It was good in concept.
Yeah. It's just like, it was a good theory. Damn mucus. Ugh. But yeah, it's like, there's no winning with this thing, because, like, we had a vacuum. It's gone now. Or rather, we had a wet vac.
Mm-hmm. Where did it go?
It was technically, it belonged to one of the old third shifters. So he took it when he left, which his leaving was rather interesting, because he had been transferred over to the liquor store next door, and I guess he just he did steal a couple bottles of, like, expensive wine. And he got caught. And I guess when he got fired, he took his wet pack with him.
Oh, yeah.
But There's part of me that's kind of surprised that the company let him do that after he stole, like, 10th. I don't know exactly how much they were worth, but I think they were worth, like, a couple $100 each. It's like, I'm kind of surprised the company didn't try to keep the wetback as collateral.
They can't do that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand where your mindset is, but it doesn't work that way.
It was his.
Yeah.
It was his, and there's not really a yeah, so we have no wetback. We don't even have a normal vac.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. Mean, nasty robots are coming out of the snow to hurt and kill you.
Kill the wobots, kill the wobots. You know what? I reject this. I just watched The Iron Giant today. And,
you don't want to.
And I don't want to.
You don't want to kill the wobots.
No.
Well, that's all well and good, but the wobots want to kill you. So unfortunately, you are going to have to kill the robots.
Unfortunately, roll for initiative.
Just bear with me a second because I forgot to add Maestro and Lionheart to this turn order. Ethereal Weasel. God, there are some. Eagle Whale. I remember the Eagle Whale. I'm just looking through some of the creatures I have created.
I have a question. Do I still have my cool sword, or am I back to my...
Yeah, you still have all of your equipment.
Okay.
You still have all your equipment, because that would be too much of a headache. Trying to figure out what equipment past Garrison would have had.
I don't know why this popped into my head, but did you guys see that, I believe it was in Washington, in D.C., some of the protesters at one of the ICE facilities were throwing dildos at the ICE officers' cars as they were leaving?
Yeah, I seen that. That made my day, honestly.
As they should. Can I get initiative rolls?
Yes. Crap. Well, I can't see it, but I know it's crap.
I got a 9.
That's what I got.
Hooray!
However, 15.
Okay.
I rolled a 9, but I have a +6.
I got a +3.
Alright, so 15. My body is dying. Before any of you can really react, the robots, who you know are known as minions, come charging, or at least that is, Barry, what you have heard them referred to as. Roll history for me real quick, because there's a realization you could have.
Is one of them called Kevin?
No, maybe.
17.
Okay, with 17, Barry, you know that in your time, 30-something years from now, or 25 years from now, they are referred to as minions because they are the minions of Jack. These things are known for doing his bidding.
Okay.
But 4 of them emerge from the crowd just charging forward. Barry, an 18 does not hit you, does it?
Negatory.
A 22 does hit, though.
Yes, it does.
That doesn't hit. And a 20, I'm guessing, also hits.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Two of them jump at you and each slash at you, dealing 14 damage total.
Okay.
Which is slashing damage, if that matters.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, it really doesn't matter. I'm not raging yet, so.
Yeah. And following that, it is actually your turn.
Okay.
There are 4 of them directly in front of you.
And you said 14 points, right?
Yes.
Okay. My pen wasn't working. Okay. Let us see. Well, what the fuck? I'm gonna rage. Why not?
Every time Barry rages, I think he's like popping an ult. Like, have you ever seen any kind of like that for like Injustice or Mortal Kombat and how they have like some kind of ultimate you can do?
Yeah, I can envision that. They're just Barry just like glows for a moment while doing a pose.
Yeah. Go. And then just charge.
Yeah.
28.
Yep, that is sufficient.
29 points of damage.
Alright. You whack one of them and you send its... You said 28, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You send its torso
Hold on.
spinning around.
Hold on.
Yep. Hold it.
Sorry, it's actually 31.
Okay, so... Alright. I don't think that really changes what happened, but I mean, that is more damage. You send its torso spinning around, sort of comically. And as it kind of comes to a halt, its arms are on backwards now. And it is letting out various sparks, and you hear, like, mechanical grinding. It is still standing, but you get the impression that it would not take much to stop that.
Okay. I'm going to go for the one standing next to it.
Okay. Fair enough. Shooting on a piece of plastic. It's crazy like that.
That's what my cat does with tape. Specifically tape.
Oh, I think we might have lost Dad. I thought he was thinking, but I just noticed an exclamation point next to his name. So I think he might have lost connection.
Why isn't it showing an
explanation?
Why is it showing an explanation point?
Hello?
Well, the exclamation point. Hello.
Hi. I am back.
I realized we lost you for a moment.
Yeah, I don't know why it did that. It was doing that to me last night, too, and it was pissing me off then as well. 25 to hit.
25 to hit does hit.
Mm-hmm. And just to be clear, I don't know if I cut out before I said it or after. I'm attacking the one next to it. the one that I just fucked up.
Yeah, we heard that. Yeah. So you're going for the unharmed one next to it.
Right. 30 points of damage. 32 points of damage.
32. I think with this one, I think you do basically the same thing, but you hit it on the lower body. So now its legs are on backwards. But you've done about the same level of damage to it. It is also sparking and grinding. And generally looking none too pleased.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I got.
Alright. Maestro looks at these two and actually he looks at the one sort of behind each of them in this sort of group, and he plays a sort of discordant note. He sort of grinds on the violin unpleasantly, just and as he does, you see a crown of thorns form around the head of this third minion, who is not currently doing anything, but it's kind of twitching uncomfortably now. You're not sure what that's about. Actually, no, Garrison, I think you would know what that's about.
What is it about?
He has cast a spell you've seen him cast before, Crown of Thorns.
Oh.
Which basically means that this minion is going to attack whatever is closest to it, be it friend or foe.
So what you're telling us is don't get close to it.
Yeah, back up.
Well, it's currently standing in a crowd of its own friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Two more of the minions charge forward, and I think are going to attack Lionheart. That's a miss. One of them slashes him across his chest, which does not seem to faze him all that much. He does let out a grunt of pain, but he does not break his formation. It is actually his turn, and he is going to, I think, immediately retaliate. Okay.
Barry yells out, "Don't worry, Lionheart, you have plot armor. You have to kill the dragon."
What the hell are you talking about? He says as he slashes. Or he doesn't slash, he punches the minion that fucked him up in where the stomach would be, and sends it sort of tumbling backwards. It is not dead, but it does not look great. And I think one sort of darts around the side and actually fires a sort of strange beam projectile at you, Garrison, which misses. Yeah, both. It fires two, and both miss. You and your impressive armor class. And it is actually your turn.
Okay.
Fuck him
Alright,
up, Buttercup.
no promises. I'm gonna attack the one closest to me.
Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say, the one that shot at you is technically not far away.
Can I go to him?
Yeah, you can.
We'll run up on him. Does a 16 hit?
Fuck him up. A 16 does not hit.
Okay, I got one more time. Is a 19 hit?
A 19 just hits.
Awesome. Which fucking dice was it?
I don't remember it. I want to say it was a D12, but I could be wrong.
Yep, it's a D12. 17. 25. Wait, no. 34. I forgot my bonuses. 34.
34, you said?
Yes.
Alright, give me a second. Yeah, it does not appreciate that. I think you actually just cut that one's legs clean off. And it is now kind of laying in the snow. It is pointing its sort of gun arm at you still. So that is a potential threat. But you get the impression that this thing is not far off from death. Is that your turn?
Excuse me, yeah.
Alright. Two more of the minions charge forward and go for Maestro. Who does get bashed by one. One basically punches him in the stomach. Which does cause him to sort of bend forward and let out a that wasn't nice. And we are back to yes, good. This is fun. So one of the original group of 4 that attacked goes to run forward, and it kind of looks like it's going for you, Barry.
Mm-hmm.
But before it can, the one with the crown of thorns is going to opportunity attack it. Because it is in that state.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, it misses. Alright, so Barry, you are going to get attacked. It doesn't hit, though. That one charges you. One of them runs up and attempts to wail on Lionheart, fails. Oh, I should have remembered these things don't roll good from Goliath. The one with the crown of thorns, please roll good. Oh boy. This is fun. It just kind of unceremoniously kills its 2 weakened friends. It just kind of, in 2 deft maneuvers, just shoot, and just cuts down the 2 that you injured, Barry.
Barry shouts out, "That one counts as mine!"
It is now, however, kind of... Well, no, I think it's still looking at one of its companions with a sort of deranged twitching. And it is your turn.
Okay. How many are left?
There are 8 remaining. 2 are injured.
Okay. I'm going after the uninjured ones.
Alright. Sounds good.
You said a 19 hits, right?
Correct.
All right, 19.
Alright.
That was like the lowest roll I've had in a while.
Yeah, I was going to say. Remember, if you nat 1, it's still a failure.
Oh, no, I know. I did. No, this was not in that one.
Alright.
Okay, that's what I need. 31 points of damage.
Okay. 31 points of damage. Once again, you just kind of like... I think you ram the sword through this one, and as you pull it out, you take some circuitry with it. And it's kind of standing there, sort of struggling to stay vertical. It's like... what would you like to do with your second attack? Oh, did we lose him again?
Maybe?
Awesome. I think he, like, goes great. It's hard to tell, because his background for me is gray, and then the berry sprite is very black and gray. So, like,
Yeah.
it kind of looks like he might be grayed out, but I can't really tell.
Okay.
Yeah, I did see thee. Hello. You were back.
Hi, I am back. I hit. I got a 32 to hit. Or no, 31 to hit.
Right. Yep, that hits.
Yep. 25. 33 points of damage. 34 points of damage.
Okay, what was that damage? One more time? Sorry.
34.
34. Yeah, once again, you keep basically almost killing these things. I think this one you strike in such a way that you kind of cut at a diagonal. And now it's kind of like its upper body is kind of dangling, sort of like a can lid that hasn't quite been pulled off. It's somehow still functional like that. Like its upper body is still looking around and moving, but it is it's sort of comically bouncing around.
What do I do now? What do I do now?
Yep. Is there anything else on your turn?
That's all I got.
Alright. Okay, 2 of them are going to attack. And 2 of them fail to attack. Or wait, no. Hold on. Yeah, 2 of them fail to attack. Oh, what does Maestro do this turn? See, I'm not very familiar with bard spells. I think is part of my problem. I don't know them.
If I had it readily available, I would offer up vicious mockery. I have a chart that you can roll to see what words you would use in the vicious mockery, and it's quite amusing.
Ooh, I know what he does. It's one of my favorite dumb things. He plays that song again that he was playing, but this time he kind of flashes with orange energy. And at the same time that he does this, a sort of ring appears on the ground underneath one of the minions, who kind of, I'm going to say one of the injured ones. No, not one of the injured ones. Who kind of looks up like, what is this strange phenomenon? And then just as this glyph on the floor stops forming, there is just a pillar of flame that just bursts up and just engulfs this thing. And when it is gone, it sort of like in a cartoon, there is an outline of it of ash just floating there for a moment that then just falls to the ground.
Damn.
And it has been reduced to cinders. And Lionheart is going to attack one of the injured ones because he's lame like that. He is going to try and finish off the two that you started, Garrison.
Mm-hmm.
And he hits one of them.
Ooh.
He knocks the head clean off of one of the ones you injured. But when he tries to punch the other, it's sort of like out of the way.
Wiener.
And it is actually your turn, Garrison.
Wait. Is that one on the ground still in front of me?
Yes. It didn't occur to him to go for that one.
That's fine.
He might have assumed it was just dead.
Okay, what does that say? 18, 27 to hit?
Yep, that hits. I don't know why I had to think about that.
31.
That is, you're attacking the one that's just a torso, right?
Yeah, the one that's pointing its arm at me.
You fucking annihilate it.
Fantastic.
You cut it in half again. This time vertically.
Hot dog style, so this hamburger.
Yeah, it just chunk. It just sort of both sides of it fall limply, and its gun arm lowers.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the next one that is nearby.
Alright. Say there are two in your immediate vicinity.
Ooh, which one? Are they injured?
No, neither of these ones are injured.
Okay, I netted, so that together is like 27. Damn.
I mean, yeah, that hits. And then I feel like the damage is just gonna insta-kill it, but let's find out.
Yes! And it's roll twice and add it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oopsies. I add my bonuses once.
Yep.
Okay.
Roll twice, bonus once.
Okay. Let's figure this out real quick. 8. Oops. That's the one. $54.
Alright. Yeah, you fucking... You cleave this thing in twain, and following the rules that I had established previously, you actually... your sword continues moving and cuts into the other one.
Like one swift movement, get one and get the other.
You don't kill the other, but you do cleave
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
Send some sparks flying. Which the good news is your second attack will probably kill it.
Well, that was my second attack.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, it was. That is true. Can always use action search.
You're like a little devil on my shoulder.
Well, I just want to encourage you to use your abilities.
I appreciate that, so I am gonna do it.
Okay. It's like, this is a flashback. Live a little.
This is true. Hold on.
It's like
You
a
can't.
weird dream.
You can't die because if you died, then you never came back in the first place.
This
That's
is true.
true.
You can't let me die. So,
Yeah.
25 to hit.
Yep, that hits. I could do other things to you.
Listen, I already know why I'm afraid of clowns. You have no control over that.
I see.
3 plus 4 plus 16.
Alright. 16?
Yeah, I got a one of the D12s said a 3, the other one said a 4,
Alright.
and then when I rolled for the oh shit, I didn't roll for the acid. Oh, 11 plus 11. 27.
Okay, that is sufficient. Okay. It's just like, I really expected you to kill this thing.
I forgot the acid. My bad.
Never forget the acid.
Never.
How else will you fully enjoy what's on?
Right?
Okay, yeah, you finished that one off. The next up is the Crown of Thorns one, which is once again going to okay, never mind. It tries to kill its 2 wounded companions and fails miserably. It strikes at them and it whiffs on both. Which means they are going to attack you, Barry.
Mm-hmm.
23 hits and a 1 misses. I assume that a 1 misses.
Yes, a 1 misses, yes.
You get slashed for 10 damage.
Okay.
By, I think, the one that is kind of like the tin can lid. I think the only reason it hits you is because its movements are so erratic that you couldn't really figure out what was going on. Couldn't properly react.
Mm.
And it is your turn.
Okay.
You have 2
How many are left?
ones and 3.
3. Okay. I'm going to take out the open can lid. Net
All right.
20.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, God. Alright.
Say goodnight to all of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be a party wipe for the minions.
Wipe them.
Because this is just my first attack. Um,
Banana!
um, uh, the first roll is 31.
To hit or for damage?
Oh no, to hit was a natural 20.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, so hold on, let me do some quick math here. 31 minus 8. 31 minus 8 and minus 5. Okay. So you definitely kill the 2 wounded ones.
Well, I mean that's before. I mean that's not the second roll in that 31.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah.
So, now do I add the plus the damage plus from the sword?
No, not for the second. Not for the second half of the crit.
Okay. So
just
that's
roll
another.
damage again.
So that's another 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Sorry, 12. I forgot to add my rage
Okay.
damage for everything.
Wait, did you rage?
Yeah, I raged at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, I made the comment about the ultimate.
Oh, right. I remember now. Yeah, this thing is not looking great. The 2 wounded ones are cleaved in twain immediately, and this one is just kind of like, eh. And I'm assuming you're going to mercy kill it now.
Yeah.
I feel like I just need to know if you hit. If you hit,
Yeah.
this is over.
I got a 19.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you annihilate it. You turn this thing into mechanical scrap.
Okay.
There's no way that it would survive.
And that's all of them, right?
That is, in fact, all of them, yes. You all do your victory poses. You receive 4,000 experience and a Phoenix down, which will come in useful later. Yeah, the minions have been slain.
Losers.
And as you kind of finish them off, a blizzard has begun to sort of kick into effect. And Lionheart, kind of looking around, goes, "We should head inside. Come on." And he starts making his way towards that structure.
Okay.
The big evil structure?
Yeah, the big evil structure.
Oh, awesome. Yes, let's go running into
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there aren't many other places to take shelter in the Middle East.
Yeah, well, I know. I'm just, all I know is I'm not going in first.
Yeah, it was either that or the Popeyes chicken. So clearly we're going in the evil structure. Because you won't go anywhere near a Popeyes. Was it Popeyes that you, we went to and you were so angry with the service that you were like, I'm never eating here again?
Well, I didn't say I would never eating there again, but I was definitely angry with the service. It sucked.
Okay.
They were ridiculous. I mean, just because they were doesn't mean that all of them will be. It just, they were just doing an absolutely horrible job. And being the fact that I've been in food service, customer service for so long, I was like, no, there's no fucking reason for this. This is unacceptable. These guys suck.
Yeah, if you get my father that mad
Mm.
in food service, like, he's a pretty reasonable guy, and he understands the problems they face. Like, if he gets that angry, but yeah, Lionheart makes his way into the sort of structure, and Maestro follows behind. And Barry and Garrison, as you start to follow one of the minions, I think one of the ones that was cut in half horizontally, its head kind of cocks uncomfortably in your directions. And its eyes are glowing red, and it says in a robotic, but kind of staticky and somewhat familiar voice, says, "What are you doing here? Come to see it all again?"
Piece of shit.
Looks at the robot and says, "That's what I said."
I didn't quite catch what you said.
I said, "That's what I said." You said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "That's what I said."
Yeah. And it just kind of laughs sort of maniacally as the power drains from it. So
Oh, man. I wanted to shoot it.
I want to pee on it again.
I mean, you could still pee on it, but it appears that it is dead. Whatever auxiliary power it had left is gone. And I'm assuming you follow Lionheart and Maestro to the big ominous structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, there's nowhere else to go, so.
Yeah. As you reach this place, you see there is a massive metal gate that appears to have been closed, like essentially a garage door. But someone or something has just absolutely torn a hole through that. So there is nothing impeding your entrance to this structure, which you can already see Lionheart and Maestro are inside and kind of looking around, confused. And as you enter, you see a lot of things that do not really make sense to you. You see, like, big flat surfaces with images and text going across them you can't really understand. Some of the screens have...
What's a screen?
Like, that's it. Well, I'm saying screen because you, as the player, would recognize it's a screen. Leave me alone. So, fine. Some of these have humanoid figures on them.
Pornhub?
Number...
I'm just being an asshole. Don't pay no attention to me.
Did you say porn?
I said Pornhub.
Okay. No. None of them are playing Pornhub. One of them is playing X Hamster. But no, none of them are... some of them have humanoid sort of forms on them.
Bet you can run Doom on.
Yeah, can you run Doom? Probably. Probably, yeah. You would have to assume. You see, I think Maestro is sort of looking into a room, where there's like a window that, as you follow Maestro over, you realize that it is trick glass. You can see in from the outside, but you cannot see out once you are looking through the glass from the inside of the room. And there is a chair in here with straps, and there are various. You would recognize these because Dylan had them. Syringes, which actually, it's worth noting, they are the same kind of syringes.
I have one in my
Barry
pocket.
looks at Garrison and gives him an elbow nudge and goes, "It's the sex dungeon."
Yeah, you finally found it after all these years. Who knew it was 25 years in the past? That's why you couldn't find it.
Ingenious.
But Garrison, yeah, you take out your syringe, and I think, sort of unsettlingly, one of the syringes in this room is not only identical in appearance, it is identical in contents. There is a red syringe in here. Granted, this one looks like it was mostly used up. There is also a syringe on the table with a very faint amount of purple liquid.
If Dirk was here, he would absolutely pocket that.
Yeah. And I think as you look at that, you glance up at one of these sort of panels, and the language is different, but you recognize the for lack of a better word, the face on this humanoid form. And although you cannot read the 4 characters next to it, you realize that this is Jack. You see this humanoid form has the mask as a face.
Ew.
Well, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Do I point? Who else sees it? Is it just me and Barry in here, or someone else see this?
Maestro was also looking, and he seems kind of sad as he kind of looks around. He says, "I feel as though something horrible was done in this room."
Look in this thing.
What do you go look in? What thing?
The thing with Jack in it.
Oh yeah, he looks at it and he sighs and he says, "Is this where he was born? Not exactly a daycare, huh?"
No.
He sort of lingers for another moment before he sighs and he leaves the room, once again playing that tune of his. And And in the distance, I think you are all sort of interrupted by the shaking of the building. And I think in the distance you see what you initially assumed was just a piece of rubble move. And as it does, you realize that it was the tail of this dragon, which is moving around much further into this place. You can sort of see its shadow move out of sight.
Okay.
Oh. Oh dear. You gonna follow it?
Lionheart seems to be following it.
Okay, I just want to say something before we continue, and again, I don't care one way or another, but if we are about to fight a dragon, wouldn't it be a good? I mean, I don't know if you've planned for this. I think our partner in crime, the furry one, should be here for this.
Well, they aren't. Weirdly, they aren't here for this.
I know, but I'm saying, is there a chance that they could be next week? I mean, it is almost 7:40, and I know we normally wrap this up around 8:00 anyway.
I mean, just trust me. Just trust me.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you see Lionheart kind of moving through the halls, kind of stalking after the thing, and Maestro sighs. Says he's going to get himself killed, and follows after. And Garrison, the dramatic irony of that statement is not lost on you.
I sigh heavily.
You see these two tracking after the dragon further in. Are you going to follow them?
Yeah. Yes.
Alright. Barry?
Yeah.
Alright. I will say, Barry, you start to notice something which I don't think is intentional on Garrison's part, but I think you start to notice Garrison's energy dropping. Their movements are becoming more labored, as if they are marching towards something they really do not want to do.
Okay.
Shit.
And as you follow, suddenly there is another violent shaking. And Garrison, as the building shakes again, you feel something grab your leg. And you turn, and there is a minion, a half cut in half minion, grabbing your leg, and there are a couple others sort of behind it that are also all sort of mangled in various ways.
That cut its arm off?
You may certainly.
Great. Do I need to roll for it?
Yeah, roll.
My phone turned on clean. Oh, that's a 6. 25.
Alright. With a 25, you easily cut this thing's arm off. and it kind of goes limp as you do. But the swarm, 3 of them, start to fall upon you. And Barry,
help?
would you like to... Yeah, Barry, would you like to assist?
Yeah.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Barry, I'm getting molested. Barry.
23.
All right, that is more than sufficient. Barry, with a 23, you cleave these 3 minions with ease. And as you do, something kind of strange happens that both you and Garrison notice, which is there's now kind of a sort of an orange film over everything you see. Like you're watching an old movie. There's almost a sepia tone wash. And Garrison, it occurs to you, you did not fight off those minions. When this happened, this was the point where you were knocked unconscious.
Oh.
And by saving you, you are now awake at a part where you were not awake originally.
Sorry.
This is sort of the first time that this memory has kind of... This is no longer a memory for you.
I'm not responsible for any therapy that you might have to attend.
And in the distance, you hear roaring and you hear the sounds of fighting. And
Survivor's guilt. Oh shit.
What would you like to do?
I wanna watch.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough, I think, question for Garrison, because Garrison knows how this shakes up. It's like, do you want to go and try and help, or what do you want to do?
Oh god, no wonder why this man drinks. Shit, I guess I want to go try to help.
Alright. Yeah, Garrison, I think, just kind of drops everything and runs towards the sounds of the fighting. Barry, what do you do?
Sure, why not? Barry's
All right.
Barry's pleasantly clueless. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah,
All right.
why not?
Alright, the 2 of you rush towards the fight. And as you do, as you sort of rush into this arena that has kind of been carved out of this building, there is just a large section of it that has just been removed up to the sky, so the sun and the blizzards are kind of coming into this room, swirling around. You pass the unconscious body of Lionheart. Mostly unconscious. He seems to be in kind of a dazed state. He is badly burnt, and he is on the ground. And you see Maestro just kind of essentially just like dancing around this dragon, this huge black dragon. as he is playing that song again. And occasionally firing off blasts of magic energy at the dragon, which it sort of effortlessly shrugs off. And you hear the dragon speak. It is looking at Maestro and it says, "Your friends have abandoned you. They've left you to die, just like your mother did. Just like they did all those years ago." And Maestro does not really seem to care what it is saying. He is still continuing to dodge its claw swipes. And continuing to blast it when he can. And the dragon sort of pounces and is looming over him. It says, "Do you really want to die here, alone and abandoned, when you could be so much more?" And as the dragon says that, you hear it in its voice, that familiar, grating tone. The voice you have heard so consistently throughout your adventure. That dragon has the voice of Jack of Blades.
And it is about to possess Maestro.
And Maestro looks up at this dragon, and his eyes glow orange as he plays the final bows of that song, and you hear from up above, you hear a sound, first quiet and then rapidly growing. There is a sound of collapse. Maestro has caused a landfall above, as a chunk of the building collapses on him and the dragon. And that is the last thing you see, as the dust and debris cloud the air. And after a long period of silence, you hear coughing, and then the voice of Lionheart. "Is anyone there? Am I alone?"
We go looking for Lionheart.
I mean, he's next to you. He is
Okay.
on the ground. And he's just sort of laying in the dust and debris. And I think as you go to him, you see some of the rubble being pushed aside, and you make out the shape of Garrison. Which is weird for you, Garrison.
My body, I guess.
You see yourself fighting through this rubble to rescue your injured friend.
Barry looks at the Garrison digging through the rubble. Then he looks at his Garrison. Then the Garrison looking through the rubble. Then his
Yeah. And I think this vision ends as past Garrison helps Lionheart to his feet, and the two of them look through the dissipating cloud of rubble at Maestro's violin, the only thing that has survived this collapse. And that is the end of this vision. Just as quickly as it started, you are blinded by a white light. And you are standing in front of the statue again.
Harrison's not feeling well.
Yeah, understandable. That is a fair statement.
Yeah, Barry just kind of looks at Garrison and goes, I feel we should talk about this, but I also feel that you need to take a nap. And maybe a shot or two. Yeah. I think we need to go find a place to do one or two of those things.
Yeah, I think as you were saying all this, I think Exus kind of looks over confused. Exus was sort of transfixed by the statue of their mother. And I think that is where we will end this session. I think that went quite well for a sort of side session.
Mm.
Oh
Next week, therapy.
Next week, you'll go and get mimosas.
I don't want to do therapy.
You don't need therapy. You're fine. You're fine.
Fine.
Right.
Fine.
Yeah. All right. I will talk to you all later. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
You can. Good night.